Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the version 3.3 Memory of Chaos has just released, and of course, you know, we have to go ahead and give it a try. Now, I will say it does seem like it's fairly fine on favored, and he's still not going to come out for about another week, so instead we've had to go for something different. On the first half, I was going to use CASTORICE, but then I realized I kind of want to use her on the second half, so instead we're going for Sunday, Mydei, ruan, E0S0. If you're wondering, I did not pick up her Eidolons from the store, and then luocha as well. And then on the second half, we're going to be trying to brute force with our CASTORICE team alongside tribbie, RMC, as well as hyacine. Now, when it comes to the damage buff, unfortunately, this isn't really shitting HP characters, so Mydei and CASTORICE won't be as strong as they have been in previous Memory of Chaoses, but it does buff your Memo Sprite damage after ultimate, so CASTORICE will still be getting buffed, Mydei not so much, unfortunately. But when it comes to the enemy lineup, as you can see, there is no quantum damage here, and it's also pretty single target, so I'd say this is a pretty damn good test of CASTORICE's strength, because of course she isn't getting shield here like she used to be with the enemy design and buff design. So yeah, with that being said, all character builds will be at the end, and let's just hop right into it. But real quick, if you guys want to pick up any version 3 characters, then I have the perfect thing for you, and that's today's sponsor, lootbar.gg. You can use Lootbar to top up in your favorite games like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact and save up to 25%. Lootbar leverages favorable exchange rates and uses Hoyoverse partner ads, so you can get the most affordable prices and enjoy all Hoyoverse top-up bonuses as well. And with the top-up bonus reset in 3.2's anniversary, this means that you can get double the generic shards with your first purchase on Lootbar. Transactions on Lootbar are also simple, safe, and secure, as you only need to enter your UID and your region in order to get fast delivery. For example, if I want to buy the 3,280 generic shards, all I have to do is go down here, enter in my UID, as well as my server region, and then go to top up now, and they typically arrive in less than a minute, and you can get double for your first time purchase thanks to the anniversary. And creators like Raiden Shotgun, To That Time, and Mordex Tryharder are all also collaborating with Lootbar, so they are trustworthy, and they also have some very good reviews on Trustpilot, and I just used them myself so I can vouch for the authenticity, speed, and security. New users can also get an extra 10% off, so be sure to check out Lootbar with the link in the description. Thank you to Lootbar, and back to the video. Oh, I also want to preface this after the run. I only just realized that my ruan mate is on the wrong build. She's on a super break build rather than her normal build, so she doesn't get enough break effect to max out her buff. So if you're wondering why the Mydei clear is a bit slower than you might expect, it's because ruan mate is on the wrong build. Anyway, back to the run. Alright, and here we are on the first half, of course, with our Mydei team alongside his good old supports. And now, of course, Mydei is in the middle because hopefully he will get hit a bit more often. Now, I'm not sure whether Mydei will clear faster or whether it will be CASTORICE, because of course CASTORICE is just an insanely strong unit. But then this side, you know, it's probably Mydei's best case scenario. I mean, it depends how many HP bars the boss on the second side has, although since there's another enemy with like over 1 million HP, I'm hoping he only has 1 life. Then I think this is Mydei's best case scenario, but then if it later becomes single target, then that's not ideal. Anyway, I don't want to get rid of this little guy in the middle, because I'm not gonna lie, it will be pretty damn annoying. Because of course we want to deal damage to both of the bosses at the same time. Now of course this is my first run trying to do this, so I'm not sure what the best strategy here is. Of course I am just going to try Unga Bunga. I mean, it's not like I get much input into what our Mydei is hitting, because of course he does have a mind of his own. Okay, 357k there on the enhanced basic attack. We probably could hit for a bit higher. We'll just have to go ahead and see. Anyway, I probably want to focus our attacks into this guy so that we can get his shield down. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to launch an enhanced basic attack, so I don't think we're going to be able to take out this guy's shield here, unfortunately. No, we're not. It's fine. Ooh, actually, maybe, never mind, we are just about missing 6%. Mydei actually lives around 59 HP. 347k once again there on the enhanced basic, and then on the ult we do hit for 178k. So of course the damage here is lower than if we had hyacine as well as tribbie, but overall it's not that bad. Also the fact that we have lower HP means that we are getting the full effects from Secret Vow, which of course is the Lightcon we are using. The free-to-play craftable, no sorry, not the free-to-play craftable, the free-to-play Rapper event Lightcon as well is a decent option. I actually like that one more than Secret Vow, I'm not gonna lie, but everyone tells me to use Secret Vow, and then so you know, I guess I will. I know some people also say that they don't really like hyacine with Mydei, but I actually find that her slower healing over time enables better uptime on Secret Vow, and then of course she does have the 30% max HP buff, which is also very nice for Mydei's damage. So I actually do think that hyacine is a decent upgrade for Mydei, albeit not as big as it is for other characters. Anyway, I'm hoping we can still clear this in the 28th cycle. I don't want to take over into the 27th. Just gotta hope that we can take out all of these bosses here. You know, I'm actually just gonna ult straight down the middle so that we can take out that guy, so that we can attack both bosses at the same time. Actually, with the fact that the guy on the left has a more HP left, I'm wondering if maybe I should have ulted him instead, but it's fine in the long run, probably, at least hopefully. If you hit Mydei and we get an enhanced basic attack, okay, we definitely will be getting an enhanced basic here. Only 78k there isn't very encouraging. I think it's because he doesn't have that much HP right now. 93k as well, and only 208k there on the enhanced basic. Okay, that's unfortunate. If we luocha ult, can we maybe finish him off? Okay, he was only left on 3k HP. Okay, nice. Luocha ult coming in clutch there. Who would have thought? Now then, the question is, up against the Trusting, how long will... Okay, he does have 2 HP balls. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred if they gave us another one of those mini bosses, you know, like the little seahorse thingy. I'm not sure what you would even call it. I wish we had 2 of those either side of the Trusting, and then only 1 HP bar on the Trusting. That would be perfect for Mydei and Castors as well, to be honest, but unfortunately not. So this is actually a bit more single target favored than you would originally think, I'd say. I actually think it would have been better for the hurt Mydei and Castors if this was just 1 extra enemy on the side and then a 1 HP on this guy. But maybe that's why they did. Maybe they thought it would be too easy if you own those characters, which is why they did it this way. Which, to be fair, I respect, honestly. I don't really care. I'm hoping we'll be able to clear it either way. I mean, we're doing decent damage so far. We also do have quite a few cycles to dispatch of this, if we're being honest. We do get our ultimate here on Mydei as well, so we can pop that for a bit of extra damage. Pardon me. 266k. Okay, we'll take that. 209k. Okay, the one unfortunate thing... Oh, okay, enhanced basic here as well. For 535k, we will definitely take that. Don't even have Ruan May ult up right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we don't. Okay, what was I gonna say again? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'll actually take these damage numbers, considering the fact that we don't have the perfect buffs. Of course, Ruan May would be buffing us more if she had her E1 as well. But I just didn't want to use my token because I don't feel like it's necessary. I'm not using that much super break right now because Bootle is my only super break DPS, and we don't have Fugue or Linkshot, so his teams don't feel the best nowadays. He still feels pretty damn good in Apex Shadow though, luckily. But in other game modes like Memory of Chaos, less so, which is why we're using Castors on the second half, the Brute Force, instead of on the first half. Anyway, if we pop our ultimate here, we should be able to take out the True Sting soon. I think after the next enhanced basic. Yep. And you live on 1%. Of course you do. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, that's unfortunate. We had to use an extra turn on our Mydei, but what can you do? I've been hitting so many 1% recently. It's annoying that attack went fully into Luocha as well, because it does quite a bit of the HP bar, so Mydei would have got quite a bit of charge there. We do have some skill points to spare, and we don't need to use many anytime soon. So we might as well just use it on our Luocha so that we can get a bit of extra healing as well, as which hopefully will allow us to do a bit more damage as well. Because I know the scaling isn't on current HP, but the more HP you have, the more you can consume, which is always nice. Okay, we should be getting in Mydei enhanced basics soon, maybe even now. Let's see. Okay, very close. Okay, perfect. That should be the end of these guys. We are aiming for 25 cycles here. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to get it. We do hit 507k there, which once again is nice. Pop 197k there on the skill. Now if we pop the ultimate as well, it's going to be, let's see. This is only single target though. But let's see. 172k to a single target. You know what? I'll take that off my ultimate. It isn't Mydei's main damaging source, so you know what? Might as well. Free damage is free damage. Anyway, ult on our Mydei again. 200k there on the enhanced skill to a single target. Yeah, I love Mydei right now. And remember, once again, this is without Tribbie, this is without hyacine, this is without an E1 Ruan May, and on a Mydei who isn't incredibly built, if I'm being entirely honest. But yeah, we take these wins so far. Now, of course, the unfortunate thing about... Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. The unfortunate thing about this team is that everyone here is ice or imaginary, so we do actually slow down the enemy's action bar when we do break them, more so than any other element. And the Ruan May only compounds to that with her weakness break delay, as well as the... You know, the little thing she does when they aren't able to take their action. Now, I'm hoping this won't prevent us from getting 24 cycles. 24 is the absolute slowest we want to go, because I'm not sure if we can clear in 3 cycles on our Castors team, but we'll just have to wait and see. Only 17% HP left. If we can pop off a enhanced basic attack here, that should get the job done. But we're missing 8%. Oh no, why did you have to hit Sunday? No, 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 no. That is not good. That is not good. Please, all I need is one more attack on Mydei. Now is when I'm wishing I had Dance 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 on this team. Oh my god, please. If we had Tribbie on DDD, we literally could have cleared this so much faster. Please, we did a little bit of extra weakness break there with our luocha, so we should be able to break the Swarm's weakness. So when we do launch this enhanced basic, it should do even more damage, and 1%! Okay, okay, okay. Luckily, the little stings were able to take care of the big guy. That stressed me out a bit there. That's a bit, honestly, I don't think that's the best clear. We definitely could have cleared more convincingly in 6 cycles, maybe even 5. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain too hard. At least we got the job done right now. Now this does of course leave us with our Castoric's half Omni. Do we clear in 4 cycles? I want to say probably. Let's just go ahead and use all of our techniques here. 3 cycles would be sick, but I'm probably expecting 4 here. So I think we will just about be able to squeak past the 20 cycle mark, hopefully speaking. We'll have to see. We should be able to clear the first half pretty easily because these guys do have quantum weakness, both of them, so they aren't really resisting us. Of course, the problem will be Hule because, like I said, single target is probably Castorice's worst scenario. Anyway, we are just going to be popping our hyacine ult straight away here because we will be getting off a Neverwing soon. Although, to be fair, Hule should hit us quite often, so we should get quite a lot of Neverwings. So, I am hopeful for that. Anyway, let's get our tribbie ult up so that we can have all of our buffs up. And we might as well launch our Castorice ultimate now that we have all of our buffs up and see how much damage we do exactly on our Neverwing. We're up against 5 targets as well, which is ideal. 733k into basically 1.39 million. I will definitely take that. It feels so good being able to hit over 1 million as a free to play. I absolutely love Castorice. She is so satisfying to play, especially with Hyacine. I love this premium team so much. It brings me so much joy right now. So yeah, I do have a lot of faith in Castorice being pretty future-proof. Well, maybe not necessarily future-proof, but I think she'll be able to carry us for a good while, probably even longer than Akron was able to. Unless HP inflation goes absolutely insane, but I think Hoyo should have learned already from the community. That's not exactly what we want. Anyway, we get another Neverwing already, which I'm hoping we'll be able to take these guys out. It would be nice if we could 0 cycle the first half so that we can have a little bit of extra time on the second half. Although we do only hit 621k here because we are only up against 2 targets. I was actually hoping for a bit more damage, and yeah, unfortunately we don't 0 cycle, so that's unlucky. Although I don't think we would have been able to if anything went any different. I think this is just the problem with running a E0S0 Castoricce. I also normally have her on a better Lightcon. I normally have her on Himiko's Lightcon because it has 1164 base HP. Right now I'm running her on a 1058 Lightcon, just because we use the Himiko one on Mini Herta for Purification. If you guys didn't see that run, I highly recommend it. We actually managed to use a hyper carry version of 4-star Herta to clear the first half, which I was actually very proud of. Anyway, we can refresh all of our buffs here and charge up our mem charge a bit more. Okay, let's see how much our Neverwing will do. Okay, I was gonna say to a single target. There is one more enemy here. Maybe he won't survive. Never mind, he will. Okay, that's fine. Now let me just see how much do we hit. Like I said, this isn't Neverwing's best case scenario, but we're still hitting for about 500, 3,000. Decent damage there. And also, like I said, Hule does hit you quite often. Therefore, I think we with the amount of Neverwings we should be getting, we should still be fine here. I mean, yeah, we're already 77% charge, 86 more like, 96, and it's about to be 100. Perfect. Now we just pop Neverwing straight away. Might as well. I don't see why not. Okay, and let's see how much damage do we do now. Once again, he does have another summon in here, and it's another 500k. Okay, so about 400k of that is probably going into Hule, and we're already getting still close to an Neverwing. So yeah, I think we should be fine here. We're halfway through his first HP bar. We still have quite a few cycles to spare. I'm just gonna wait our ult on Hyacine's turn, because of course if you ult on her turn, you technically kinda get one more action from it. And now we can refresh our Tribbie's ultimate, as well as pop our ultimate on thingy Neverwing once again, and then of course Ika will be able to take his turn in Neverwing's field, which also gives us res pen, which should be nice. Let's see how much. Actually, yeah, I'm curious. How much damage will Ika do to a single target? Actually, you know, I'm just gonna basic it for the SP. Okay, only 31k to a single target. Yeah, Ika's definitely better in AoE scenarios. He will be doing more damage there. Anyway, let's see how much do we do to Hulei alone. 370k. Okay, it's not insane, but I suppose we will take it. Now, of course, thanks to the fact that we have so many memo sprites here, I think we get more charges when the memory turbines goes off, which is also pretty damn useful. That's the one thing Castoric's is benefiting here from, which Mydei didn't. This memory turbines is pretty useless for Mydei. Okay, we're right next to a Neverwing as well. Only 10% HP left on Hulei, but we do kind of just have to finish him off with an ult here, and then we will have the rest of the 22nd cycle, which we can honestly probably get one more Neverwing in, and then the entirety of the 21st and 20th cycles. So yeah, I want to say we should be locked in for a minimum 20 cycle clear here, which will be nice. Means that Castorice and Mydei were once again able to carry us to phase 6 stars, even though this probably is not the best Memory of Chaos for us. I'm hoping the next one will be better. Although, of course, we will be getting a free Archer. Although, to be fair, it's probably not the best against Hulei. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I can finally talk about drip marketing and the live stream. Oh, my God. Finance animations. Absolutely insane. Do we have all of our buffs up, by the way, right now on Tribbie? Yes, we do. So we don't need to use our ultimate. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, finance animations, absolutely insane. Cinema, I know where all the budget of this game is going to nowadays. Also, Hyacine, one of my favorite designs in the entire game. Saridra, if that's how you say her name, I'm not too certain. Sorry if I butchered that. She looks alright, although, like I said, Hyacine is the one for me. I'm hoping she's a dot support. It would be nice to bring out Kafka and Black Swan. I mean, just imagine a squad of Kafka, Black Swan, and Hyacine. If that is not the most beautiful core ever, I have no clue what is. I mean, yeah, I think Hyacine might be my favorite design female character in the game right now. I'm also very excited to see her in the Trailblazer quest. Might make me like her character even more, because I don't know much about her right now. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. And then also the Fate Collab characters look very cool. My thoughts on the Archer Lightcon situation, honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I think some people are being a bit overdramatic over it, personally. You know, if you... I don't think it's the end-all be-all, honestly. If you want to play Archer, then you might as well go for the Lightcon with the 200 wishes. If you don't have them, you can just pull on the banner. If not, then I don't think it's the end of the world, because I don't think it's that much better than a Heart of Stone Lightcon, at least as a static for other characters. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to go for it on this scam, because I already have the Heart of Stone Lightcon, and I don't think it's gonna help out my Faith Shout or my Bootle, because they can't, and I don't have Sparkle, so I can't trigger most of the next part of that passive. So yeah, I'm actually very, very happy with 3.4. I think free Archer is cool. Potentially getting his Lightcon is cool as well. And then, like I said, Hyacine and Saridra in 3.5, especially Hyacine, is very exciting for me. And then Finon, we will be wishing for Finon, we will be wishing for Saber on our ult account, as well as Tribbie on our ult account, so we do have a lot of summons coming, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, we should be able to get one more ultimate off here on our Castorice. And also, maybe we can get another Tribbie dance off, so we might actually be able to 21 cycle here. Only 19% HP left on Hulei here. Of course, I did go off on a bit of a tangent a second ago. And yeah, the rest of our team advances into the 20th cycle. So if this Neverwing does not deal 15% of the HP bar, we should be good for a 21 cycle. Let's see. Okay, never mind. We didn't even need the dance. Hulei, sorry, not Hulei. Neverwing is absolutely insane. And we actually managed to 3-star the second half despite no Finon. Castorice is just that OP. Now, of course, the memory turbines does help us a bit, but I also don't think this is the most insane one we've ever seen. I could be wrong about that, and I do feel like, of course, Hulei does attack a lot, which might offset the fact that he's single target and not quantum weak. But honestly, I just feel like not only is Castorice very strong, I feel like this team core with Tribbie as well as Hyacine is incredibly strong. I think it might be the most busted team in the game right now. I mean, you get res pen from Tribbie, or Hyacine does decent damage, Tribbie does good AoE damage, Tribbie's buffs are insane. If you have an E1 Tribbie, it's just game over. If you have an S1 Hyacine, it's just game over. So yeah, actually very, very happy with how that run went. With that being said, let's go ahead into the character builds as well as the outro. Well then, as you guys can see, Mydei and especially CASTORICE were able to carry us to a 36 star, which means we have still phase 6 starred every single Memory of Chaos on this account ever since version 2.1. When it comes to our character builds to help us achieve this, starting off with our Mydei build. He's on 1 phase 5 speed, which is 1 faster than Sunday, phase 7 crit rate, which will get us to about 100 thanks to Sunday's buffs, 168 crit damage as well, which will be about 290, I think, maybe even slightly over 300, thanks to, once again to Sunday, S5, Secret Vow, Traces, maxed out other than the basic attack. We have crit damage here. We don't want too much speed. Sorry, we don't want too much crit rate so that we don't overcap. Also picking up some HP substats so that we can get up to 8,000 before the any HP buffs. As well as, you know, don't want too much crit rate so that we don't overcap. Double crit here, speed crit damage here, double crit here. When it comes to our Eidolons, of course, E0, like I said, every 5 star here is E0S0. Sunday, like I said, 134 speed, so just slower than him. 247 crit damage, just 134 ERR, so that we can get our ult often. S1, Brilliant Lightcon, which helps with our energy, which everyone can get from the Starlight store. As well as Relics on Sakados, of course, pick up speed and crit damage as much as we can. And then he is also on the Pentacon set, so we do get 10% there, as well as 5% ERR from the Plane Ornament set, as well as, of course, what we get from the Link Rope. And then E0, once again, when it comes to our Ruan Mei, she's on 156 speed. Wait, no, Ruan Mei shouldn't be this fast. I think Ruan Mei is on the wrong build. Wait, let's see real quick. 141 break effect, yep. We are missing 19 break effect, which means we're not maxing out our Ruan Mei's buff. I have run the wrong build. She should be on about 159 break effect, which when you add in her 20% will get her to about 180. So I'm kind of throwing here low key. We definitely could have got back there. We got a very squeaky 6 cycle. If she was on the right build, we definitely could have got a more convincing 6 cycle. Maybe even squeak past a what's it called? Maybe we could have even gotten 5 cycles using Ruan Mei. I'm not too sure. So yeah, if you're wondering why Mydei's performance didn't seem the best, of course he's not getting that many buffs from the memory turbulence, and then Ruan Mei isn't even on the right build, and then of course he's also missing Tribbie and Hyacine. So yeah, this isn't doom posting Mydei, it's just me being an absolute idiot. Yeah, as you can see, wrong set here. Normally I have her on 2-piece break, but instead we have her on a 2-piece speed, so we're missing a bit of break effect there to max out her buffs. Anyway, real quick, when it comes to Luocha, 162 speed, as well as a bit of outgoing healing bonus and effect res. Perfect timing, Traces maxed out for the talents, and then the rest a little bit leveled up because Luocha already heals enough. Broken Keel, bit of extra crit damage, E0 as well. When it comes to CASTORICE, 58 crit rate goes up to exactly 100% thanks to the 32%, which will bring us to 90 from Poet, as well as 10% from RMC. 188 crit damage will be about 250, including Bone Collector, Plane Ornament set, as well as RMC. And then for the Light Cone, a Secret Vow, because it does have 1058 base HP, which is basically equivalent of a S5 Victory in a Blink. Like I said, Poet set, double crit damage because we don't want to overcap on crit damage, crit rate, double crit rate, as well as double crit here. Eidolons as well, also E0 when it comes to our Tribbie. Once again, we'll get 32 from the from the Poet set, and then 164 crit damage will be over 200 thanks to RMC, as well as the Bone Collector set. Once again, S5 dance, Traces maxed out other than the basic attack. Like I said, double crit damage, HP boots, as well as, of course, HP and ERR there, as well as E0. For RMC, 166 speed, 233 crit damage as well, 124 ERR. On a S4 Victory in a Blink, Traces, Memo Sprite skills are maxed out, a little bit left to be decided on the other stats. Like 2-piece speed, picking up speed and crit damage as much as we can so that we can get over 160. Pentacon set for the ERR, unfortunately, will not buff up anything else. Then Eidolons also E0. Finally, our Hyacine, 201 speed along with over 5,000 HP, but no crit damage, unfortunately. On the S5 How to Store Light Cone, Traces maxed out other than basic, as well as one effect res minor node. 2-piece speed instead of the signature set, because you know, you want like over 5k HP on Hyacine. You want what else is it, like over 200 speed, as well as a bit of crit damage. So yeah, it's not the easiest to build, so I will put her on her signature set after a while, but for the time being she's still 2-piece speed, but it wasn't enough to stop us from getting 3 cycles anyway, so no regrets there. And then also on the Giant Tree Plane Ornament set, and then Eidolons also E0. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to laugh at me for having Ruan Mei on the wrong build, so I kind of giga debuffed our Mydei there. But yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.